week. We are excited about starting up this week and prepared for Tennessee. SEC play is always exciting. It's going to be a grind on the road, but I'm excited to go on the road with this team. So we continue to grow, and we have to keep building on where we're at.
Good question. Start with Richard Zane right here on your left or right. Sorry.
Yeah, Coach, your first back-to-back in conference play, how is that different from playing the one-off matches, and what have you done to get ready for that?
So the response time is obviously the biggest challenge, and we'll play at 5 and then turn around and play at 1. But that's just the recovery, and then the execution. You know, the game plan might change a little bit, so that's more fun for the coaches. And then the challenge for our players to execute it. But physically, the recovery is where they just need to be able to bounce back and lock in mentally to back-to-back.
Travis Brown has a question right here in front.
How have you liked that kind of finishing effort from your team that I know was a little bit of a problem with the Texas game, but leading on, it seems like that's kind of been a little bit of a better sticking point?
It's been one of our focuses. We always talk about earning points, so to see them finish some of these sets, it's nice, but we have to continue to grow. And again, we talk about consistency and starting and finishing matches. That is consistency. You have to be locked in and execute, and I think they did that well against South Carolina. That's a good team. Tennessee is going to be another strong opponent, and we're going to have to be locked in from the start.
Let's go back behind the lights to Mike from Kansas.
Coach, how much can momentum carry over from one game to the next, coming off a sweep South Carolina?
Volleyball is a game of momentum, so you always want to ride that, but you also have to control it. So you're only as good as your last, whatever, not last performance, but you have to be locked in. It's going to be, you live in that moment, the next day is a new day. You know what I mean? Like, you see it with our lineup, you see it with any athletes that are performing and competing for a spot. Every day is a competition, so we have to be locked in and execute.
Any other questions for Bird? Let's
Mike.
go back to Mike.
Yes.
I have a real volleyball question.
Okay.
From the outside hitter perspective,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen the efficiency you're looking for from the girls you guys are rotating in that position?
At times, yes. I think Lauren Davis has been our most consistent, and that's just, she's smart and she executes game plan. But that is something that I think all pin players, left or right, that's what they strive for, because you're going to get the majority of the sets, whether they're good or bad. So managing those balls and hitting, we always want them around 200, so that consistency, you can check the stats. Like, Lauren would be our strongest right now, but on any given day, people have showed up and they've been able to execute that.
All right. I think
Almost
that's
as
all-
well as you will with Camille. All right, thanks
All right, I think
again.
that's all we got.